The week started with NASA's Ingenuity helicopter humming above the Martian surface. The space agency released this video captured by its rover Perseverance just before Ingenuity took its fifth flight, where for the first time it landed somewhere different than its launch pad. The tests complete Ingenuity's first phase, opening the door for the rover to start hunting for rocks and clues from the past about life on Mars. This video comes from Chinese state television, and VOA cannot independently verify its contents, but it claims to show the rocket that sparked an international war of words. It launched in April carrying a module for the space station China is constructing. But last week it fell back to Earth in what the U.S. military called an uncontrolled re-entry. Former U.S. Senator and new NASA Administrator Bill Nelson criticized China and recalled another time when China's actions in space could have threatened lives on Earth.
This senator was one of the most vocal years ago when China did their ASAT test that blew one of their old satellites to smithereens and put tens of thousands of pieces of debris. And it was like crickets. Where was the objection? Well, this senator was on the floor of the Senate, raising Cain.
And while the U.S. controls its falling debris to ensure it lands in unpopulated areas, the Chinese allow the rocket debris to fall at random. Despite the two different approaches, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs claims there is a double standard.
When an American rocket fell on a farm in the U.S., American media used romantic rhetoric like shooting stars lighting up the night sky and dazzling light show to describe it. But when it comes to the Chinese side, it's a completely different approach.
Skygazers in Jordan captured these videos of the debris falling from the rocket. Chinese state media reported the rocket landed Sunday just west of the Maldives, and the government plans 10 more launches of rockets carrying parts of its space station. In other news, a 2016 mission to collect samples from the asteroid Bennu is heading home. The OSIRIS-REx mission and spacecraft reached Bennu in 2018 and spent 2 years tagging along before gathering rubble from the surface last October. The 200 to 400 grams it collected are the biggest cosmic haul for the U.S. since Apollo astronauts brought back rocks from the moon. The trip home to Earth will take OSIRIS-REx 2 years. Finally this week, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope may at last see the stars. Originally scheduled to launch more than a decade ago, it suffered countless setbacks, plus a year lost to the pandemic. Webb is NASA's successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, and designers built it to look farther into space and further back in time than any other spacecraft. Officials set a launch date for Halloween. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News.